Hola! I'm hoping this is going this go round because I tried a few minutes ago and it completely glitched out on me. But today we have notes on ser and estar, a bit of review. You'll notice in the notes packet that you're going to be asked to conjugate these verbs in el presente, el pretérito, y el imperfecto. You already have notes on how to conjugate these two verbs in the preterite, but it does just give you a quick reference for ser and estar. And we'll be getting to the imperfect shortly, so therefore, it just makes sense to give you these conjugations now, okay? This should be a review for you. You need to make sure that you listen, and as always, call me over if you have questions. So first things first, you need to make sure that you write down las conjugaciones del verbo ser en el presente. This is an irregular verb in every single tense that you're going to see, except for really the conditional in the future later on this year. Ser is almost always irregular. We have yo soy, tú eres, él, ella, usted es, nosotros somos, vosotros sois, and ellos or ellas or ustedes son. And el pretérito, which you're really not going to use that often. You're really going to use these conjugations much more frequently with the verb, sorry, let me go back there, ir in the pretérito here, okay? But just so you know how to conjugate ser en el pretérito, yo fui, tú fuiste, él, ella, or usted fue, nosotros fuimos, vosotros fuisteis, and ellos or ustedes fueron. ¿Cómo conjugamos el verbo ser en el imperfecto? We have yo era, tú eras, él, ella, usted era, nosotros éramos, vosotros erais, and ellos or ustedes eran. Ser is one of only 3 irregular verbs in the imperfect, so you'll be seeing this again within the next couple of weeks. Now the big thing is, ¿cuándo usamos ser? When do we use ser? And we do use a description that goes by Dr. Pelt. So the doctor is when we is the word we use for ser, and then pelt is what we use for estar. So we'll be getting to that shortly. The generic information, and you'll get into more detailed examples right after this. For description, what does something look like? What do you notice about it? Okay. Origin, so where are you from? For example, I would say yo soy de Chicago. Characteristics are what I would describe as more personality traits. Time, so the hour, the minute, the date, the year. Occupation, so that's someone's job or profession. And then relationships, which is kind of interesting because some relationships, of course, can be temporary, but we still do use ser to describe relationships. So, ¿cuándo usamos ser? For the sake of example, and please write these down so you've got a few written examples there. For description, we have la escuela secundaria de FHS es muy grande. Es una escuela con una población diversa. So things that you can observe about Framingham High School if you go here, that the school is very big and it's a school with a diverse population. For origin, where someone is from. La señora es de Chicago. ¿De dónde son ustedes? So señora is from Chicago, and from where are you? Where are you all from? See? Characteristics. So personality traits. See, so traits about, for example, some of my classes potentially. Los estudiantes son trabajadores. Es un grupo que hace muchas preguntas y siempre quiere aprender más. So the students are hardworking. It's a group that asks a lot of questions, always wants to learn more. Time. Well, clearly it's not September 11th right now. It's going to be, late October here. But at some point in time, we had es miércoles el 11 de septiembre. It's Wednesday, September 11th. Son las 9:15 de la mañana. It's 9:15 a.m. And the last two for ser, occupation. So jobs. La señora es profesora de español. Señora is a Spanish teacher. Ustedes son estudiantes. You all are students. And then finally, relationships. So I went with the family into which I was born here. So we have mis padres son Razenseth. My parents are Razenseth. Yo soy su hija. I'm their daughter. También Sarah y Noah son mis hermanos menores. Sarah and Noah are my younger siblings. Moving on to ESTAR. So ESTAR, as you'll see here, has some irregularities in the present tense. It's irregular in the preterite, and completely, totally, and utterly regular, normal, and boring in el imperfecto. So we have in el presente, yo estoy. To estás, make sure you get that accent on the A, because if that accent is not there, it means these. El, ella, or usted está. You need the accent because without the accent it means this. Nosotros estamos, vosotros estáis, and ellos, ellas, or ustedes están. Estar en el pretérito. Yo estuve, tú estuviste, él, ella, usted estuvo, nosotros estuvimos, vosotros estuvisteis, and ellos, ellas, or ustedes estuvieron. And finally, en el imperfecto. Yo estaba, tú estabas, él, ella, or usted estaba, nosotros estábamos, vosotros estabais, ellos, ellas, or ustedes estaban. And to finish up now, we're going to be getting into how we use ESTAR, cuando usamos ESTAR. And so here we have the word pelt. So for the present progressive, presente progresivo, our example is yo estoy estudiando ahora. I am studying now. You should have done the present progressive in Spanish 1 and or Spanish 2. If you have not, please let me know so we can make sure to touch on it. Emotions, location, so donde estás, where are you, and things that are usually temporary. And our examples here for our presente progresivo. ¿Qué están haciendo ahora? And assume that it's in ustedes, given the answer. What are you all doing now? Nosotros estamos escribiendo apuntes sobre ser y estar. We're writing notes about ser and estar. Emotion. ¿Cómo estás tú hoy? How are you today? Hoy yo estoy feliz y emocionada. Today I'm happy and excited. Emocionado or emocionada means excited. Keep that in mind, please. Not emotional. It's a false cognate. For LA, L, location. La escuela de FHS está en la calle A en Framingham. El centro comercial está en Natick. So FHS is on A Street in Framingham, and the mall is in Natick. And then temporary, things are usually temporary. Ahora yo estoy cansada. Today I'm tired. ¿Estás tú enfermo hoy? Are you sick today? We'll be using this a lot actually to describe geography, location, what things look like in terms of Spain and then some of the Spanish-speaking countries over the next week or so. So let's be ready to review.